G'day guys, it's Rob here again, coming to you from Diversworld. So I'm going to tell you a little about the spear gun I use. It's a common question I get from a lot of people in the freediving scene and spearing scene. Hey Rob, what gun do you like or why? I'm going to show you an in-depth reason of my personal gun and the one basically off the shelf, and the reason, the pros and against the gun for some people. So for many years, obviously we use the conventional band guns. Big believer in the South African, the products that come out of South Africa, the Rob Allens, your free divers and all that. Just workhorse guns that are designed for harvesting fish, and that's basically what we're going out there. We're trying to get a feed, and we want reliability. Obviously, since the roller head become the latest craze, we had to try it ourselves, and at the start I was totally against it. Couldn't hit the side of a barn door, but with a lot of testing between myself and Maddie, we kind of fine-tuned it. Rubber lengths, pre-tensions, shaft diameters, and correct weighting of the gun, and I think we've found the perfect recipe. This is my personal gun. It is a Diversworld Dorado. Basically, the boys assembled it, said, Rob, try it out. At the time, I was working as a commercial diver, so I had plenty of time in the water and always time for a feed of fish. First thoughts about the gun: looks nice, very nice aesthetic handle that fits my hand well. It's got the stainless steel trigger mech with this easy safety on the side, so you can see, just flick it over with the thumb. You know the safety's off. It's not on the top like other guns. Runs the carbon barrel, full carbon barrel, and then the glass bearing roller head. So all these are, just increasing the performance. So other roller heads just have your the bushes in it. This has got the glass bearing, so a higher performance, basically lower rolling resistance to increase the performance of the roller. So if you're unsure of how a roller works, basically unlike a conventional gun where your rubbers, when they're fully loaded, have the power from there, and then they lose all energy by the time they reach the end of their stroke, whilst a roller gun transfers the energy all the way to the end of the gun. You can see here it's under pre-tension, so it's under a lot of tension. So a lot of people ask, but is it easier to load? The answer is no. Okay, generally speaking, a roller gun is a little bit harder to load because the rubber's under tension from the start. Okay, but we have an effective range of the rubber. So the effective stroke is the whole length of the gun, apart from it losing all its energy there. So the spear's actually getting pushed out the whole way. It's not just sailed off on its own journey, basically, from that point. Back to the Dorado gun, this particular gun, starting from the base, I like the way the shark clip's webbing mounted. Okay, so it doesn't jingle around too much. It's very quiet when you want it to be. If you are running a float line, you can quickly clip it on. I said the stainless steel trigger mech, the simple, nice ergonomic handle. On my particular gun, I'm running the Ermi sub reel. I haven't found a reel better than this. Basically, from just looking at it, she's strong construction, stainless steel and plastic components. Obviously, nothing to corrode or rust. The handle extends to make winding and retrieving the line a lot quicker. Tucks back in nice and neat. It's the only reel that I've found that has a dial to preset your tension, so you can actually hear the clicks and then click it up, so you can have minimal resistance or as much resistance on there as you want. There is a rubber O-ring on there. You can see it's very hard to pull the line off now when we want, so if you want to lock your reel up, easy to do and easy to back off and actually feel what's going on with your reel. It's got the guide on there. It's, I think, one of the best reels on the market. Fits about 50 meters of the 1.8 Dyneema. I use a high-vis Dyneema because, in my theory, I'm doing a lot of dirty water diving. If I need to retrieve a fish from a cave or a wreck, I want to see exactly where that line is. So I'm a bit against the darker colors when it comes to Dyneema. I still believe in a stealth gun. This one goes a bit against the grain. It's got brightly colored rubbers. That's what the boys put on there, geez, about nearly a year ago, and they're still going strong, so I've sort of stuck with it. If it was my personal choice, I still like a darker colored rubber to blend into the environment. I just run the 1.8mm shooting line, just one wrap of it, and then just have a snap clip to join. Okay. It can easily shoot 2 wraps of line, but when I'm shooting around caves or wonky holes and wrecks, I don't want to have too much line to get tangled with. The idea is obviously if I don't stone the fish, it's to get it away from that wreck as quick as possible. So 1 wrap of line is a lot easier to manage. Like I said, the roller head, the glass bearing roller heads are optimized performance. It's basically a no fuss roller head. You got the big, white, strong stainless steel bridges. After hundreds of shots, you can see they haven't caved in or anything. They're doing great, you know. So you can keep an eye on the Allen keys here. They're not machine pins with E-clips. You can physically tighten them up with an Allen key. The spear we're running is just a simple Spearmaster spear. You get it anywhere you are in the world. You can chuck a Rob Allen spear in it. Just a 7mm. For this configuration of a 1 meter roller, it's deadly accurate. Deadly accurate is why I use it. I love rollers, and this particular roller for the lack of recoil and the ease of maneuverability through the water. With the reel on, with this Ermi sub reel and the spear out, she still floats perfectly balanced, okay? It shoots to the surface after I've shot the fish, and that's something I look for as well in a gun when I'm using a reel. I don't want it sinking back down to the depths, and then, you know, you're distracted with keeping the sharks away or keeping an eye on your buddy or keeping an eye on yourself. You don't want to basically have to go retrieve your gun once you've shot a fish. So this one, perfectly buoyant, especially without the reel, even more so. Balance in the water. What I found, the first test I did with the gun, I checked it in the water when I drop it and see how she is weighted, and this gun sinks with the reel perfectly balanced. Okay, so you're not overcompensating when taking a shot in any direction. Easy to line up, obviously, like all roller guns, you know, looking straight down the line. Another small thing we do here, or the guys here at Diversworld do, is the aid of the little knobs here where our pre-tension line goes around. Unlike other guns where they go through the handle and you're sort of stuck to dealing with the gun that way in the rubbers. If I want to take the rubbers off, it's simply a matter of, in this one, just releasing the pre-tension off there, undoing the little knot in the rubbers here. Okay, it's just a sheet bend knot basically, and then we can keep our rubbers in the freezer. So that's just a little addition that I like about the guns. You know, all guns will shoot fish. Basically, they're all going to do the same, but it's finding the right one for you. And this one, for me, is perfect. The one off the shelf here is not set up for a reel as yet. With my one, I've just put a little D-shackle up the front. The boys here, I believe, put an L bracket off this main fixing point to run the reel. All right, so yeah, that's the Diversworld Dorado gun. That's why I personally love it. It's a workhorse. It's a harvesting gun. It's no fuss, and it's deadly accurate. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, give the boys at the shop a call, Baden, Jock, or Matty. Matty knows a little bit, so he might be able to help you out. But cheers again.